In the day that I'm pitching, I got music blaring, trying to visualize throwing strikes. I try to be loose as possible. I get to the stadium, just ready to go. Today is the morning of Game 4, playoff run, ALCS. For me, to get in the zone on the day that I pitch, everything is about time. I have to eat between 9 and 10 o'clock. When I get up, I come down and have breakfast. I put hot sauce on everything. And the Cholula, I love the Cholula. Kids getting up, ready for school. Last night was Game 3. It was an 8 o'clock start, so we got home, about 1:30, so kids get a little late start today. I have to 100% take advantage of that time that I get with them in the morning, because when they're in school or we have a late game, when I get home, they're asleep. So the morning time for us during the season is very crucial. We always try to sit down and eat all our meals together. It's always like a house full of people. It's always comforting and it helps me relax, honestly. It's always chaos in the morning, trying to get lunches ready, permission slips line, or last minute homework. Am I taking the kids to school? Yo, that's a weird feel to this car.
Is this your first time driving it?
Yeah, it's short in the front though, guys.
Yeah.
I'll get this fan to go down, babe.
You want to turn it up or?
I hit this, I'm trying to turn it down.
Just turn it off.
You see the mode?
Oh, there we go.
It's so cold outside, Mama. When's it gonna snow?
No snow.
What if it snows during the playoffs?
That would be so sick.
Did it be continued?
It didn't snow during the playoffs one time.
During the World Series in 08, the year before we got there. See ya.
Hi, Daddy.
Bye.
Stole my backpack. Today right after school, they'll be right back at the stadium cheering us on again. After that, I go back into bed and, watch Netflix. Yesterday, it was Stranger Things. I finished Stranger Things yesterday. I'm always trying to find like a new show to watch just to not watch SportsCenter. Obviously, I know how big the games are at this point. I don't need somebody on TV reminding me. The crowd was hype last night, man. This is a whole new Yankee Stadium crowd, though. It's just a different vibe, I feel like.
Good or bad?
Great. I love being a New York Yankee. It's not hard to get motivated to go out and play in front of the greatest fans in the world for the best organization. No, it's not hard to get motivated when you have an opportunity coming into spring training to win the World Series every year. I've been here for the new stadium this last 9 years, and I've never seen it how it is for this playoffs. How it's going right now is like the old stadium. Like, you see people jumping all over each other, going, you know what I'm saying? Like, the crowd, looks crazy. It wasn't like that before. It's kind of rejuvenated the fan base. And these fans are nuts, man. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and we definitely feed off of that energy.
You think they're hyped up for the young guys?
I think they hyped up for the young guys. It's just a different group of dudes.
Yeah.
It's not, no offense. I love Jeet and Sato and Mo and Andy, but it's Aaron Hicks and Aaron Judge. And
Who's the OG guys from the World Series of '09? You and who else?
Gardy, that's it.
There's only 2 guys.
Yeah, there's only 2 guys from that team, so it's a whole new fan base, you know what I'm saying? These guys, they ain't never seen Aaron Judge win the World Series or playing the ALCS. But when you see Derek Jeter playing the ALCS so many times, it gets boring, you know what I'm saying? It loses something. To be able to call this place home has been a lot of fun, and to see it kind of evolve into the old Yankee Stadium. Coming in as the visitor, very intimidating when I was younger, so to have that home field advantage back feels great. It's not hard to get motivated when the media and the fans are gonna keep you humble, and it's always about what have you done for me lately? That drives you, that motivates you. I feel like at no other place would I be able to keep going except for here, just because you have to. In my grandmother's backyard, we had this big grapefruit tree, and I would get a folding chair and set it up, and that would be my strike zone. I would, grab grapefruits off the tree and throw it through the back of the chair. I guess my mom saw that and got some catcher's gear. My dad built me a mound in the back when I was like 9 years old. We would have full bullpen sessions. I would, it'd be 3-2, bottom of the ninth, bases loaded. Most kids would want to be the hitter. I wanted to be the pitcher. We did that forever, and I think I was like 12 years old. One day, she put on the gear, we was going out to throw, and I threw the first one and caught her in the palm, and she was like, enough of this, I can't do this no more. My dad kind of foresaw all this for me. He was the one that, kind of pushed me to play baseball. He was always behind me 100% and just kind of saw this dream happening. Me playing in the big leagues, coming to New York. He always said that I'll play in the pinstripes and win a championship here. And I've just been kind of following that. This is a dream come true. I get a chance to play a game that I played since I was 4 years old for a living. And my father passed away when I was 23, and I think that he's at every game that I pitch. It's a lot of fun to be able to go out and believe in what he told me. When I go in the dugout, my family, my focus, the fans are going crazy. You know, it's a lot of people, everybody's screaming. I always can find my mom and my wife, all my kids in the stands, and I can lock in on them, and it keeps me calm. And it keeps me focused and lets me go out and clear my head and try to go out and make pitches. So 2:30, take a shower and head into the park. A lot of guys that live in the city get driven. I like to drive, man. Getting that time alone to kind of hang out, play whatever kind of music I want, and just rock out, man. In 2009, I took this specific route, pitching one day against the Red Sox. We were kind of battling with them for the division. A-Rod had just hit a walk-off the night before. Everybody was hyped, and I wanted to just come in and dominate them, kind of bury them. Had a really, really good game, and kind of went on a roll after that, and I decided that was going to be my route the day that I pitched. I get off on the bridge, and I kind of drive through the Bronx. I just want to get that feeling of New York and get the feel of the people. Just the hustle, the grind that makes you work harder and it makes you never get complacent. I got to stop for this. It's my guy right here. You gotta say hello to the TV here. Give me the pen. Give me the pen.
Seba, hey, how are you? Seba, you say you superstar.
Where you get all these baseballs from, man?
Seba, hey, you here, hey.
How many baseballs you got, man?
$100.
Tomorrow, no. Tomorrow.
That guy's awesome. You see him often?
Every day. Every day. I'm super emotional. You can see what I'm going through when I'm pitching. So the rest of the time I need to be myself. I'm saying whatever I want, cracking jokes. I just need to be loose, have fun, relax, and I leave everything out there. And I think my family has been a big, big help with that, of being able to take your mind off baseball. I come home and my kids don't care if I threw a no-hitter or if I gave up 8 runs. Dad's home and just let you put everything in perspective and be able to go out and have a clear mind and be ready for the next one. I'm really enjoying, the game at this point.